widen the gap between those who have and those who don't.
That's a really good point. It highlights the importance of making sure that AI is developed and used in a way that's fair and equitable for everyone.
Absolutely. We need to be proactive in addressing these concerns and ensuring that AI is a force for good in the world, not something that amplifies existing problems.
Okay, so it sounds like the future of AI is incredibly exciting, but also a bit daunting. It's clear that we have some big decisions to make about how we want to shape this technology and how we want it to shape our lives.
You summed it up perfectly. The Future Dialogues podcast left listeners with a thought-provoking question that I think is really relevant here. How do we ensure that AI is used to benefit all of humanity, not just a select few?
That's a great question. I mean, it's kind of empowering in a way, right? It makes me think that maybe the future of AI isn't something that's predetermined, but rather something that we're actively creating through the choices we make today.
Exactly. And that brings us to a really interesting point. We've talked about some of the amazing advancements on the horizon, but there's another aspect of the future of AI that's equally important: the human side of the equation.
What do you mean by the human side? I thought AI was all about computers and algorithms.
Of course, technology is a huge part of it, but AI is ultimately a tool created by humans for humans. And as AI continues to evolve, it's going to fundamentally change the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. That means we need to be thinking about how we adapt, how we develop new skills, and how we ensure that everyone has the opportunity to thrive in this new AI-powered world.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but about how we as humans adapt and evolve alongside it. That's a really interesting perspective.
Exactly. And that leads us to another key aspect of the future of AI education and skills development. As AI takes over more routine tasks, the jobs of the future are going to require different skills and ways of thinking.
So what kind of skills will be important in an AI-powered world? Is it all about coding and technical expertise?
Those skills will certainly be in high demand. But the podcast also highlighted the importance of skills like critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and even emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence. Why would that be important in a world of AI?
Huh?
I thought those were skills that were uniquely human.
They are, and that's precisely why they'll be so valuable. As AI takes over more of the technical and analytical tasks, the human skills that set us apart, our ability to connect with others, empathize, understand complex emotions, and make nuanced judgments, will become even more crucial in the workplace and in society as a whole.
So it's like a balancing act. We need to develop the technical skills to work with AI, but also nurture those human qualities that make us unique and valuable.
Exactly. And it's not just about individual skills either. We need to rethink our approach to education and job training to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to develop the skills they'll need to thrive in an AI-powered world.
That's a huge challenge. It sounds like we need to start thinking about these things now to prepare for the future.
We do. The future is being shaped right now, and the choices we make today will determine what kind of AI-powered world we create. It's exciting, it's challenging, and it's something that requires all of us to be informed, engaged, and willing to adapt.
Well, this has been a truly insightful deep dive. We've covered so much ground, from everyday examples of AI to the ethical considerations, the potential advancements, and the importance of human adaptation. I feel like I have a much better understanding of what AI is, how it's impacting our lives, and what the future might hold.
Me too. And I think this is just the beginning of the conversation. As AI continues to evolve, there will be even more to explore and discuss.
I'm ready for it. So what's next on our AI journey?
In the final part of this deck dive, we're going to get even more specific. We'll look at some real-world examples of how AI is being used in different industries. We'll also talk about some of the exciting career opportunities that are emerging in the field of AI.
That sounds fascinating. I can't wait to learn more about how AI is being used in different fields and what kind of jobs might be available in the future.
Me neither. We'll see you there.
Welcome back, everyone, for the final part of our AI deep dive. So we've talked big picture, we've talked ethics, we've even peeked into the future. But now let's get down to, like the nitty-gritty. How is AI actually being used in the real world right now?
That's a great question, and it's what I'm excited to dig into. The Future Dialogues podcast gave some amazing examples of how different industries are already using AI in really practical ways. It's not just theoretical anymore, it's making a difference today.
Okay, I'm all ears. What kind of real-world stuff are we talking about?
Well, one area that really stood out to me was healthcare. The podcast talked about how AI is being used to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's huge EE. Like potentially life-saving even.
Exactly. And the podcast gave this example of like, imagine AI catching that tiny tumor on a scan that a human doctor might have missed.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this could be. But how's it actually doing that? Is it like robots performing surgery or something?
Haha. Not quite robots wielding scalpels yet, but it's still super impressive.
Okay, so no robot surgeons
Hmm.
yet. So how is the AI making those diagnoses?
Well, AI algorithms can analyze those medical images like X-rays and MRIs, looking for those subtle patterns and anomalies that even the most experienced doctors might overlook.
So it's like having this like second set of superpowered eyes working alongside the doctors, helping them make more accurate diagnoses.
Exactly. Early detection can make all the difference, right? And AI isn't just stopping at diagnostics either.
Oh, really? What else is it doing?
Well, the podcast also mentioned how it's being used to like develop personalized treatment plans tailored to a patient's individual genetic makeup and lifestyle.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach to treatment, it's like AI is helping to create custom plans for each person.
That's the idea. And it could revolutionize how we treat diseases and manage our overall health. It's pretty amazing stuff. But AI's impact isn't limited to just healthcare.
Okay, what else?
Well, the podcast also talked about how it's being used to protect our planet, which I thought was really cool.
Okay, now we're talking. Saving lives, A&D, saving the planet.
Mm.
AI is sounding pretty impressive. But how exactly can AI help with, environmental issues?
Well, in so many ways, it's being used to like track endangered species, monitor deforestation patterns, even predict natural disasters.
Wow, it's like AI is giving us this incredible new toolkit to understand and address some of the biggest challenges facing our world.
Exactly. And that brings us to something we touched on earlier, which is careers.
Oh, right. All this AI advancement, it's creating a whole new world of job opportunities, isn't it?
It is. And it's not just about coding or data science anymore either. Companies across industries are looking for people who understand AI and can apply it to solve real-world problems.
This is what I was really curious about. What kind of jobs are we talking about specifically? Can you give some examples?
Sure, we mentioned AI trainers before, right?
Yeah, AI trainers, but what do they actually do?
Well, think of them like the teachers of the AI world. They help algorithms learn and improve by, feeding them data, testing their performance, and tweaking those algorithms to get better and better results.
So you're like shaping the AI's brain to make it smarter and more effective.
Exactly. And then we talked about AI ethicists too, right?
Oh yeah, AI ethicists. Those are the ones who make sure AI doesn't like turn evil and take over the world.
Uh-huh. Well, sort of. But really, it's about making sure AI is being used responsibly and ethically. As AI gets more powerful, it's crucial to have people who are thinking deeply about the implications and, making sure it's being used for good. They're like the guardians of AI, in a way.
AI guardians. I love that. So we've got AI trainers, AI guardians. What else?
And then you've got AI explainers, those folks who bridge the gap between the tech world and everyone else, taking those complex concepts and making them understandable.
Oh, right. So everyone can understand what's going on and how it all works.
Exactly. It's all about communication and making sure everyone can understand and participate in, what some people are calling the AI revolution.
It's definitely a revolution.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about AI taking over jobs, I mean, are there even going to be any jobs left for humans in the future?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But I think it's less about AI taking over and more about humans and AI, working together. The Future Dialogues podcast really emphasized this idea of collaboration.
So like humans bring their unique skills to the table, like creativity, empathy, critical thinking.
Right.
And AI brings its ability to process data, automate tasks, find patterns.
Exactly. It's about finding ways to combine those strengths.
That makes sense.
The jobs of the future are likely to be those that combine the best of both worlds. Human ingenuity and the AI's power. It's about adapting, learning new skills, and finding ways to work alongside AI to achieve amazing things.
It really is mind-blowing when you think about it. We're on the cusp of this technological revolution, and it's going to change everything. But it's also kind of exciting, right?
It is, and I think the key is to approach it with curiosity, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to shaping AI in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Yeah.
We've got a real opportunity here to create a future where AI makes life better for everyone.
Well said. So as we wrap up this incredible deep dive into the world of AI, what's the biggest takeaway you hope our listeners will remember?
I think it's that AI isn't just some far-off concept. It's already here, it's impacting our lives in countless ways, and it's only going to become more prevalent. Be curious, stay informed, and engage in the conversation about how we want to shape the future of AI. It's a future we're all creating together.
That's fantastic advice. This has been an incredible journey, and I want to thank you for being our expert guide through the world of AI. I know I learned a ton.
The pleasure was all mine. I had a blast.
And to all our amazing listeners out there, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions. Until next time, deep divers.